Hi everybody, it's Thursday, April 10th, 2008. Thanks for stopping by. This is my fourth Turkish lesson. I'm going to be talking about verbs today. Hoş geldiniz. Welcome to my video. Hoş bulduk. You're glad to be here. So, hadi gidelim. Let's go. Now, the Turkish verbs are very regular. They all act exactly the same way. So once you learn how to handle one verb, you know how to handle all of them. Now, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you one Turkish verb. Let's do bakmak, to look. It's B-A-K-M-A-K. Now, Turkish verbs always end in M-A-K or M-E-K. And that's just the formal way of saying it. The stem is the part before the M-A-K or M-E-K. Okay, and the stem is what you're normally going to be using. And what you're usually going to do is you're going to add an ending to the verb to specify the tense, like is it past, present, future, subjunctive, is it maybe it happened in the past, maybe it didn't, is it conditional, stuff like that. Is it imperative, do you have to do it? And then, okay, once you handle that, you're going to put another ending on it to specify the person. Is it first person, second person, or third person, singular or plural? So you're probably going to end up putting two separate endings on the verb. And that might sound a little bit complicated, but they're always going to be the same endings. So once you learn how to do it, you can do it with any verb. Okay, so we have our verb bakmak, which means to look. Now, if I want to just tell somebody to look, I would just use the stem. I would say bak. That means look. Look at that. Okay. Now, if I want to say it in a very polite way, I would say baksınız, which means, it's the polite you form of look. Okay, so now if I want to add a tense to this, I would say, for present tense, it will either be or iyor. Now the means I do it. Okay, I look. The iyor means looking. Okay, so it's progressive, it's going on. So if I want to say looking, I say bakıyor. If I want to say look, as in somebody does it, then I would say bakar. Okay, so if I want to say it happened in the past, I would put a d or t on the end, which is baktı. That means looked. Okay. If I want to say maybe looked at some point in the past, then I would say bakmış. Okay. Add a mish on the end. Now, if I want to say must look, I would say bakmal. Okay. And if I want to say will look, I would add a jak on the end. So it's bakjak. Sort of like blackjack. I know. Okay. So the only other thing is negation. If I want to say don't look, I would say bakma. So I'll add an MA on the end. And that just means don't. Whatever I said before, don't do it. Okay, so now that you have your tenses together, it's bak, do it. Bakma, don't do it. Bakjak, will do it. Bak, bakar, or bakior, is doing it. Okay, bakmish, maybe did it. Bakta, did it. And bakmal, must do it. Okay, so those are the basic tenses. And now to actually assign this to a person, the personal pronouns in Turkish, okay, me or I is bin, you is san, he, she, or it is o. There's no gender, okay, so it's always just o. We is biz, y'all are, the plural form of you, or the polite form is sinis, and the plural third person, they, is onlar. Okay, so now those are the personal pronouns, and then when you want to say that a verb belongs to a person, okay, for the first person you add an M on the end. For the second person you add a san. For the third person you don't add anything in the singular. Okay, so now for the plural first person you put an is, like biz. For the plural second person you put sinis, like sinis. And then for the plural third person you put a lar, for onlar. Okay, so let's just say I want to say I am looking. I would say bakıyorum. If I want to say you were looking, I would say bakıyorsun. If I want to say they are, he, she, or it is looking, I would say bakıyor. If I want to say we are looking, I would say bakıyoruz. If I want to say y'all are looking, I would say bakıyorsunuz. And if I want to say they are looking, I would say bakıyorlar. Okay, so that's I'm looking, you're looking, he, she, or it is looking, we, y'all, and they are looking. Okay, so that's basically how you conjugate it. Now, so now you understand how to use bak. Anytime, just about for any reason you want to say look, you can do it. So here's some other verbs for you to use that might come in handy. Look is bak, okay. To see is good, or gur. To go is get. To come is gel. To pass by is geç. To walk is yürü. To run is kuş. To jump is atla. To stand or stop is dur. I'm not sure if I said swim, but to swim is yürü. Okay. To pull is check. To push is it. To listen is dinle. To turn is don. To eat is ye. To drink is iç. To sleep is uyu. To wake up is uyan. And to be is ol. So anyway, that's some of the basic verbs. I'm running out of time, so I better end it here. But thanks for watching, and hoşça kal.